You don't need to spend a lot of time learning Excel. You just need to get your work done. And the one thing that finally helped me to do that is Excel tables. This one tiny upgrade changed everything for me, and it's the thing that has helped my clients and students more than anything else I teach. Let me show you what I mean. Have you ever been Googling something for Excel and suddenly you're drowning in tabs, you're searching forum after forum, you're watching YouTube videos, and you get 20 different answers, but none of them actually apply to your spreadsheet. And suddenly you're out all this time and nothing has actually changed. Yeah, I've been there too. And that's exactly what pushed me to my biggest Excel breakthrough. When I became a mom, I switched to part-time remote work, and suddenly every minute mattered. I needed to really supercharge my efficiency. But I was still spending a lot of time in Excel copying and pasting like that was my full-time job. Then I learned about Excel tables. And then everything clicked. Enough teasing, let's get into Excel and I'll show you how this works and why it made such an impact on me. All right, here we are in Excel. This is a normal range of data and it looks cohesive because grid lines have been added and the top row is bold. When you scroll down though, that top row goes away. So if you have a bigger table, you have no idea what's going on or unless you freeze these panes, which is, something you can do, but it's an extra step. And then when you start to add new rows, you can see the formatting does not carry down. When you start typing, Excel does detect what's been entered above it, and so it'll try to autofill, so that's kind of a nice feature. And sometimes, like with these numbers, or these amounts, the format does carry down, but these are formulas over here, and these you have to manually drag down, and then you can see that the grid lines are not preserved. So I've done this many times. I'm sure you have too. Now you have to go and add the grid lines. And then if you have any wonky formatting, you have to use the format painter to format these new rows. Why is this right aligned and this one is left aligned? I don't know. That didn't even work. So anyway, that's the old way. That's what I always did because that's, when you don't know better, that's what you do. So now let me show you how to completely fix this table. And it's so easy. You're going to be amazed. So first I'm just going to remove the grid lines just because I'm going to remove that bold because I like to have a clean slate. And then I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control T. And it's going to, you see the marching ants is this like dotted line that's moving, and it automatically detects the bounds of your table. You can change that though if it for some reason didn't detect it all of your table. And then you check whether your table has headers or not. This top row has the header or the column labels. So yes, my table does have headers, so I'm going to leave that checked and then click OK. Now Excel knows that this is a thing. This table is cohesive, it's a unit, and it knows where the column names are. So now you can see as soon as I scroll down, it changes the column labels from A, B, C, D to the names of my table column headers. That is huge. I don't even have to do anything for that. Also, when I add new rows, the formatting just gets copied. So let's see. Also, you can see over here, the formulas were copied down. Oh, there's no amount. So I'm going to add amount, and the formulas were copied down. There's no discount. That's why. Okay, la la la. No. Oh, there's no units. Anyway, the formulas are automatically copied down, which if you have a big spreadsheet, that could be a huge time saver. So when you use an Excel table, the formulas don't break. It also includes these handy filter buttons. So it makes things easier to filter and sort. See, you can filter, and maybe I want to sort by price. It makes the data so much more usable. This tiny change has a huge payoff. Tables are the foundation for everything else. Cleaner formulas, better drop downs, easier automation, everything. The other phenomenal thing about Excel tables is that you can name them. So go over here to the table design tab, and over here under table name, give it a meaningful name. I'm going to call it sales. I'm just going to call it sales. Okay. That's the name of this table. So now anytime you need to reference any of these numbers or any of these columns, you can call it by name instead of having to figure out the bounds of the table or the bounds of the column and using standard references like, A3 to A23 or something. You can use the name sales. How easy is that? And you can also refer to the columns by name also. So if I wanted to, let's say, get the sum of sales, you can see I typed in sales and it selected the whole thing. So that's referring to the entire table. But if you just want one column, you use square brackets. That's called structured references. And I'm going to go to, which one do I want? You can see it pulled up the names of all the columns. So now your data is like living. It's named, it's alive, it's so much more accessible than when you're using Excel like a glorified calculator or a notepad and everything is just static. Okay, so back to, I'm going to get total sale and and that's the amount. You can see that's the same as the running total. And how easy is that? I love reading a formula, that is using structured references as opposed to the traditional way where you would go like this. And you can see how hard that is to read, because then once you have it, you have to like go here and go back and try and figure out what the source of the information was. Whereas when you use a table and the structured references make it so easy to read and also easy to debug. So once I started using Excel tables, everything changed. Tables really are the foundation. They're the one thing that if you didn't know, everything just seems confusing and it doesn't really make sense. But once you know Excel tables and once you learn them, you don't need to actually learn much else in Excel. All you have to do is get your work done. You don't need to learn every Excel feature. Let me say that again. You don't need to learn every Excel feature. Literally, just learn the one. Just learn Excel tables. Everything else will come. Because if you're working in Excel, you're going to be solving problems as they come. Your spreadsheet is going to force you to acquire new skills and implement new upgrades, because you're going to notice when it needs something. The more you upgrade your own spreadsheets, the faster Excel will click. In fact, I would go so far as to say that's a better way to become, an Excel master. To learn Excel better is to learn by doing. Apply upgrades to your spreadsheets as you need them. Instead of normal, Excel courses, Excel teachings will go through the list. We're going to start here. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do pivot tables. Then we're going to do Power Query and all those things. Not that those are bad. I'm sure lots of people have learned Excel that way, but I think it's better to learn Excel by working on your spreadsheets, doing your work, because then you'll see the results much faster and you'll get that experience. You're just going to remember it so much better when you actually can use it on your own work. So if you like learning this way, where I don't assume you already have all of these prerequisites, then why don't you hit subscribe? This is literally how I teach Excel on my channel. It's also, it's how I teach my mom Excel. When she calls me and has a problem, this is what I tell her. You don't need to learn everything. You just need to learn what you need to know at that time. And if you're wanting more, I've got 2 free resources that pair perfectly with my philosophy. The first is the Spreadsheet Tune-Up. It's 5 short videos that have the first 5 things I would do to upgrade any spreadsheet. The first one is Excel tables, so you get a little bit more than this video has. It's totally free. And the second free resource is a cheat sheet. The best of the best in Excel features that I teach in my course, the Excel Power Up Method, are in this cheat sheet. I'm giving it away for free. So go ahead and download that, and you can use it as a reference just to see, I have this problem with my spreadsheet. How do I find, maybe this could be like the first line of defense before you do all that internet research to try and figure out what your spreadsheet needs. And if we are really vibing, if you're picking up what I'm laying down, this is the time for you to enroll in my online course, the Excel Power Up Method. In this course, we take your actual spreadsheets and upgrade them one power up at a time. I'm gonna teach you the advanced features that you need. There's a lot there, but you can skip anything that doesn't apply to your spreadsheet. You can pick and choose which lessons apply and get your work done faster right away. So links to all of that will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you find success and power up your spreadsheets even just a little bit today by applying this Excel tables teaching.